What up world, it's your homeboy WordPlay TJ, and I'm back with another video for you. This time around, I'm gonna show you how to sell your music on Bandcamp really quick. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. We're gonna do this quick little Bandcamp quick startup guide for folks. I think what's important here is that we're not gonna go deep into Bandcamp setup, but we are going to give you a way for you to quickly get into sharing your music across Bandcamp's platform, and give you a way for you to launch into selling your music directly to your fans. Bandcamp is just not for downloading music. It is also for streaming music to your fans. So the great thing about Bandcamp is fans can stream their purchases directly on the application and just download the app to their device. Fans can also follow artists, which is a great way for you to build a base. And then once fans make a purchase, they automatically become a part of your mail list. So you get an opportunity to know exactly who your fans are and get a chance to contact them. So Bandcamp is super helpful for artists who want direct support from their fans, the DIY method. As you can see here, this is my Bandcamp page, and it's designed for people to see my new music in an order that I choose, so you can always manipulate the way this dashboard looks like. Here's some merchandise from my latest project, and then here's my community tab where I can send messages to folks. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do for you in this quick setup guide. We're going to sign up to Bandcamp with a new account. I got a project coming out soon with Icarus Gray, and so we're working behind the scenes on something for the fans, and we're interested in creating a new Bandcamp for this project. So I'm gonna sign up, and I'm gonna sign up as an artist. You can also sign up as a label if you maintain multiple different artists. So I might be able to do a label setup guide in the future. So let's go ahead and sign up as an artist. As you can see, this is their dashboard page. One thing I think is important about this setup is understanding the pricing. So artist accounts are free. We make money through a 10% revenue share on merch sales and 15% on digital music. They do have payment processor fees, which are separate. The remainder, 82% on average, goes directly to your PayPal account, typically within 24 to 48 hours. There's also a Bandcamp Pro account, but I'm not gonna go into that much in this video. So let's go ahead and sign up. The band name, Clark Gray. Let's hope it's not taken, fingers crossed. Username, Clark Gray. So our genre, hip hop. We are underground. Location, and then we're gonna choose our Bandcamp URL, clarkgray@bandcamp.com. Good news, it's not taken. You can do a custom domain if you want to. For example, you can send wordplaytj.com to your Bandcamp, but you have to be a part of Bandcamp Pro. So those are one of the pro features that I'm not going to go into right now. All right, so there are two different ways for you to add new music. So the first one is to add an album, and the other one is to add a track. I'm going to go through adding a track first, and then we'll talk about adding an album. And I'm going to do this with some dummy music. So we don't really have anything right now that's ready. So yeah, the dummy music is all we got right now. So I'm gonna add a track. I'm gonna call this The Only Reason, which is a song that we've been working on. So I'm gonna include the track pricing. Track pricing, generally $1. You can make it $0, and then you can allow fans to pay more if they want to. More info about payment. So I wanna do this, but you can only change this in your profile page. So I'm going to change this a little later so that it goes to the right PayPal account. So I'm going to add audio, and I usually do this with a waveform. I don't do this with any other file types. I want to try to upload it at the highest quality that I possibly can. So right now it's processing. While it's processing, I'm going to do about this track. The only reason is the first track from the collaborative group Clark Gray, a combination of WordPlay TJ, MC Producer, and Icarus Gray MC. So the lyrics. It is highly recommended that you add your lyrics to Bandcamp. The reason is because it's important you have something for search engines to index. And that just means that places like Google and other types of search engines, I don't know, Bing maybe, to each his own. So all of these search engines will index the lyrics, and then when somebody's looking for something, generally fans don't always know the name of the song, but they know the lyrics to the hook, or they may know their favorite line. So being able to search that way with the lyrics is helpful. It's also more accessible. So folks that are hearing impaired, they can read the words, and so it's just more friendly. Let's talk about track credits. So anybody that is responsible for making the music, so WordPlay TJ. So you can also add a video with Bandcamp Pro. Remember, that's a $10 per month charge for folks. Artist, use this blank to use the artist name. So this is mainly for compilations and things of that nature, but I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try and see if I can add our other artist names, so it shows our other tracks in here. Track art. So I don't really have track art for this one, but you want to make sure that your track art is 1400 by 1400 pixels at minimum. You should go bigger than that though. In the tags, I want to include things that are really important, things like artist. So there's a special genre, deep underground hip hop, which is like underground of the underground. Track ISRC code. We don't have one yet, but we are going to distribute, I think via TuneCore or something like that. And because we're going to distribute there, it's really important for us to have an ISRC code. So we would add that in here so that our plays are tracked. Licenses, I skipped this. So licenses, all rights reserved. This is our copyright. So we're going to retain that copyright. But if you wanted other people to be able to sort of use your music for non-commercial use or anything like that, you can use Creative Commons. Release date, don't know what the release date would be, so I'm just gonna say today. And then for now, I want this to be private. You can do subscriber only and enable subscription, but I think this is a premium feature actually. You don't need to be a pro user in order to set up subscriptions. So you could do something like Patreon, where you enable a subscription for certain tracks. If this were public, we would send a message to our followers, and then we would save that draft, and then we would publish this project. So that's a single setup. Let's go back and let's add an album. So album is similar in process. You need at least one track in order to create an album. So let's say we're talking about the album title. Let's call it just Clark Gray. We're gonna set a price. Generally, our prices are around $10, and fans can pay more if they want to. Release date, somewhere in the future. Let's say 01/01/2025. Let's go ahead and add a track again. And just like you saw before, the adding track features come up. So like the track name, all that metadata is available for people to do singularly. I'm not gonna fill this out right now. I'm gonna go back to my album and fill that out. So again, your payments go to your PayPal account. You can do a description. So this includes limited streaming via free Bandcamp, and we can add more information so that like you can tell your fans about bonus items, hidden tracks, etc., etc. Here you will upload album art. So again, same thing. It's 1400 by 1400 pixels. So you can add bonus items like liner notes and things of that nature. In my album Overtime, I had a liner notes booklet with a lyric book and also music videos added as a special merchandise item. So the artists, you leave it blank unless it's the artist's name. Of course, I said I would leave WordPlay TJ and Icarus Gray in here. About this album, Lab album, the new rap duo, Mark Gray. Album credits, WordPlay TJ, music, lyrics, Icarus Gray, lyrics. Keep that as a placeholder. Tags again, same thing. WordPlay TJ, Icarus Gray. UPC codes. So this is different. UPC codes are something that you can purchase from an agency that sells UPCs, or you can get them from your distributor. Generally, most people get a UPC code from their distributor. We are also going to sell this album or release this album on things like Spotify, Apple Music, and so we will get a UPC code from a distributor. UPC code is the barcode that you see on the back of products. You need it in order to sell things in the United States, also in other places in the world. And so the universal product code is something that you will need to keep up with sales of this album. Catalog number is something that you hold as a music creator. So as you add things to your catalog, be it an album or a single, each full product with a UPC has a catalog number, and you can reference that catalog number internally in your system just in case a vendor says, well, this is from catalog, let's say OTM 00001, and that would be like one of my first projects. All right, so let's go here on the left-hand side. Right now, you can see that the metadata for the track that I added is not listed. You add more tracks, and as you add more tracks, you can order them in the right order. You add merchandise. So as you can see, you'll fill out this entire page step by step in order to add merchandise. I'm not going to go into that yet. This is a digital pre-order. So this is something that you want to pay close attention to. This has caused me some issues in the past. I did a pre-order for my Overtime album. Didn't release the pre-order, and it was not out on time for certain folks, and so that was just a major fumble, and I had one of my fans was upset about it. I corrected that, I mitigated it, and but at the same time, that's a major fumble. So if you do a digital pre-order and give away one of these songs early, or allow people to access one of these songs early, you want to make sure that when you're ready, that you release the pre-order on time. Listening party. So you can schedule a listening party. So let's click find out more here. On the day of the listening, you can do a live stream where you get together with fans to listen to a project. And so what people get an opportunity to do is to listen to the project and discuss with you in real time, which is really, really dope. I haven't seen any other platform that takes it to this level, right? You can do that on YouTube realistically, but having it available on Bandcamp straight directly with the music retailer, that is something that is not done. So as you can see here, we can save the album draft. We don't want it to be public. If it's this early, we want to keep it private. Of course, if this is a digital pre-order, this part will look a little bit different. But you want to make sure that all of this metadata is filled out before you launch something. All right, so let's go to a few other parts and let's do some back-end work so we can get our profile ready. So in the background of the profile, you want to add certain information so people can get to you. So we're going to do websites. I'll add wordplaytj.com. Add another, make sure people can get to Icarus Gray. And we could do other social media as well. I think we spend most of our time on YouTube. So email for fans. I'm going to keep it that way. nrorpodcast@gmail.com. They can reach us that way. I don't want to create a new email address. So genre tags, underground hip hop, deep, underground hip hop, lyrical hip hop. PayPal email address, you would change this to your accurate PayPal address. Transaction type, so there's multiple different currencies that are recognized. Enhanced payments, so fans can buy merchandise with credit card as well as PayPal. Payout schedule, daily or monthly. Legal compliance, so obviously got to verify this email. So you have a physical goods policy, right? So you can choose. You can kind of look into this and decide how you want to deal with physical goods. Navigation bar, I'll show you that in a second. Community link, custom header, right? So you can have your header image linked to somewhere else. Custom domains, like I said earlier, but this is a pro feature. So social buttons. And then the home page, it goes to the latest release or the discography. Right now, we don't have a lot out, so we can use the latest release. They have Google Analytics, which can track the cookies from other people browsing your albums. This is a pro feature, so I currently don't have a tracking ID up here. Display upcoming shows, so Songkick. So if we do a show together, we can go to Songkick, create a profile. I have a profile on here. And as you enter shows on Songkick, they will show up on your Bandcamp profile. So you'll put in your artist ID or URL, and it will auto-populate all of your shows. Recommended albums. So you can recommend an album after somebody purchases something. So obviously, like I could recommend one of Icarus Gray's albums. Then make sure to set a streaming threshold. So people could play the song 3 times before they have to pay for a track. And so all of that stuff can be saved. And then let's look at the page design. So page design has a lot of different features. You add an artist photo. Again, we don't have any of this stuff ready quite yet. We can add a bio, real simple, 2 MCs from Arkansas. So you can do custom headers. You can also change a lot of the features behind this. So with page design, you can change the color of this background. You can change the main background by choosing colors all around the spectrum. You can change your link colors, all of that stuff you can do with this editor. You can even upload a background image. I'm not ready to design any of this because I don't have the motif in mind. I'm not sure how I want to manage this, so I'm not going to do that yet. All right, so that is it. If you have any comments, leave them down in the comment section. Be sure to share this video with somebody that might get something out of it. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. And until next time, it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ. Peace. And when I wake up, take me home now. Every day I'm staring at the phone now. Yeah. Okay. 3 months gone, hanging on messages. And only adults know what the method